everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I figured I would share a very productive day in the life as a mama, as a homemaker, and we're just going to tackle as much as we can on this day. And I thought it would give you some good old motivation to get up and tackle whatever it is that you're dreading and have putting off as well. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start off with brushing out my messy hair. I'm telling you, I can brush it in like within 5 seconds. It is tangled again. It drives me crazy. But I did use the Tresemme heat protectant. I went ahead and just sprayed it in. That way, you know, when it's time for me to straighten my hair, it's not going to be, you know, super like damp. I don't know. I feel like I'm always burning my hair with that stuff. But I figured I would let it sit, you know, and do its thing while I do my makeup. But I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes first. And yes, I do put moisturizer on. That is something I have been really trying to stick with, is making sure I do keep my face and my neck area all nice and moisturized. And it does have a little bit of sunscreen in it as well. So that's a bonus right there. But I usually do start with my eyes first. I do my eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara. And then I will go in afterwards with either my foundation or concealer. Sometimes, most days, I just put on a little bit of concealer and mascara, and I'm good for the day. But today, I just figured I would share, you know, how I do my makeup. And I am not a makeup expert at all. But I always think it's nice just to see how others do their makeup. Just, you know, I find it interesting. And sometimes you do find out some tips, you know, or some tricks of how to do your makeup. I don't really have any tips for you, to be honest. Like I said, I'm not a makeup expert. I just go with the flow. And, you know, like here, I'm trying to do a little bit of like contouring and all that. And yeah, like I said, I'm not a makeup expert. I just do what I think looks good. And I guess that's all that really matters. But, now I'm going in with a little bit of blush and some highlighter. And I do use lipstick. I use lip gloss here and there, but I love that Baddest Beige. I will make sure to link all of my products down below in case you are interested. But I did use the NYX. Actually, it's a 2-in-1. It's supposed to be like a priming spray, and then also a setting spray. But I usually just use it for the setting spray. It does pretty good. I like it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do my hair. And you will see here in a minute that I am not a pro at doing my own hair. But, you know, sometimes it's a win. Sometimes it's not so much. Obviously, yeah, let's pretend I didn't miss those sections back there. But anyway, it is about time for me to color my hair. See all that glorious white hair? Yeah. It's, you know, makes you look distinguished, you know, makes you look beautiful and wiser beyond your years. But anyway, now I'm going to go ahead and do some dishes before I start making breakfast. There wasn't that much in the sink, so I figured just go ahead and knock it out.
Mommy.
You'll appreciate it later on, which it does seem to pile up really quick after breakfast. But enough with me rambling. Let's go ahead and tackle these few dishes.
That I think you're beautiful, and how I can't wait to hold you. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down, and I don't know how I would do without you. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down. Hey, now look into my eyes. You can use them as a mirror, baby. You're my ticket to paradise. Everything's alright. We've been longing for each other, and it feels like I'm on cloud nine.
Coming up in just a few minutes, I will be sharing this very delicious pancake recipe I found on Pinterest. It is old-fashioned pancakes, and they are so yummy. It is a smash hit in my house. And especially with my 2 toddlers, they absolutely love them. And they are very picky eaters, one more than the other. But I do think they kind of take more after me with being not big breakfast eaters and all that. I mean, I love a good breakfast, don't get me wrong, but you know, first thing in the morning, that's the last thing on my mind is eating. But this is a for sure way to get them to eat. And I do add in some chocolate chips just to kind of sweeten it up for them. And it is delicious, to take my word for it. But I figured I would share that recipe with you because you can make a good bulk of it and then just keep them in your freezer with what you don't eat. And they are good for up to 4 months, I believe it said. But they do not last that long in my house. But I figured I would just share it with you, especially with school coming up. It's a really good option with a quick breakfast. You know, it'll cut down your cooking time in the mornings. So that will be coming up real soon. But I'm going to go ahead and start on some bacon. And then while my bacon is slowly frying, I'm going to go ahead and start some laundry. Laundry is never ending in this house. But I figured I would share some laundry motivation. For the old-fashioned pancakes, you will need 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and thankfully on this day I had just enough. And you will need 3.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You can either use a sifter or just use a whisk or fork, whatever you have on hand, and just mix it up really good. And then you will need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You will need 1 1/4 cup of milk, 1 beaten egg, and then 3 tablespoons of melted butter. And normally, like I said, I do add in chocolate chips for the kids, but I did not unfortunately have any. So we're just going to make do with what we got. But you're going to mix it up really good. And like I said, add in whatever you want to. If you want to add strawberries, blueberries, mix it up really good and let it sit for about 5 minutes. While you are letting the pancake mixture rest for 5 minutes, go ahead and grab a pan. Go ahead and grease it down with either oil or cooking spray, whatever you have on hand. And you're going to heat it on medium heat. And then once the 5 minutes is up, just go ahead and pour in some pancake mixture and just make whatever size pancakes you want. I was just trying to do little pancakes for the kids, but yeah, they're not as fluffy as they normally are on this day. I don't know if maybe the chocolate chips maybe makes them a little fluffier. I don't know. But they still came out really good. The girls did notice that there was no chocolate chips in it, but they were still delicious. They still ate them anyway. And I made sure next time there will be chocolate chips in it. But that's just my preference. You can add in, like I said, anything that you want. But this is what they look like. And then once they are done cooking, I'm going to let them cool down. And then once they are fully, cool down, they're not hot anymore, I'm going to go ahead and package them up in a freezer bag. And I'm just going to do one bottom layer, and then I use some wax paper to separate them, and I do another layer on top. But I will end up putting them into the freezer, and like I said online, it's good for up to about 4 months. Now they do not last long in my house, so I cannot say how long they do last for or not, but that's just what it said online. But and then there you see the I guess the misfits the misfit pancakes. That was the first batch I made. They just did not come out right, and I say it's a me problem. But once I got that all put up and when you done ate breakfast, I'm gonna go ahead and put up the dishes from the night before. That's the routine I am trying to stick with, is go ahead and load the dishwasher throughout the day and then let it run overnight, and then first thing in the morning I will go ahead and unload the dishwasher. and then go ahead and, if I have dirty dishes, to go ahead and just load them back in there. But I believe on this day I went ahead and just hand washed the dishes, which, like I always say, I always hate doing dishes by hand, but I figured just go ahead and knock it all out. You know, take a little less stress off the dishwasher. Just go ahead and wash them myself. But we're gonna go ahead and quickly get these dishes washed. So here is your dishwashing motivation. If you have a sink full like I did, let's go ahead and tackle these dishes together.
You know we should work it out. You know we should work it out. Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better. Like, can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted? And will you let me down? I know I'm feeling something for you. The way you look, the way you laugh, and how you move. It kinda makes me go crazy. But we should take it slow, work things out so you don't let me go. When I come real close, I don't wanna get hurt, 'cause I'm not ready to give you my heart yet. Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better. Like, can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted? And will you let me down? Before I'm too invested, we should take it easy. Maybe we could test this and work out our feelings. Baby, will I love you? Tell me, do you want me? And will you let me down? Yeah. Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better. Like, can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted? And will you let me down? Before I'm too invested, we should take it easy. Maybe we could test this and work out our feelings. Baby, will I love you? Tell me, do you want me? And will you let me down? Now we've been through a lot, holding hands while screaming at each other. And I don't know how to stop, but I still love you like I do.
Once I was finished with the dishes, I wanted to go ahead and start on dinner. Now, I found this recipe on Pinterest. I will try my best to link it down below. I am not the best at trying to link stuff, especially from Pinterest. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But this is Crockpot cube steak and gravy, and I believe it's supposed to be like keto friendly, just overall really good and healthy. But you're supposed to have chopped onions and put it down in the crock pot, then put the cube steak over it, and then add, I believe, the chopped mushrooms also. But I have picky eaters, so I did not add in the onions or the mushrooms, but I did, season the meat up with salt, pepper. I did add a little bit of onion seasoning just to give it a little extra flavoring, since I didn't add the actual onion and mushrooms in, and a little bit of garlic. But Then I did add in the 1 can of cream of mushroom soup, and I think it was like 2 cloves of garlic. I love garlic, so I probably added a little extra, there's no telling. But I'm gonna go ahead and season it down even more. And I let it cook on high for about 3 hours. It's supposed to cook on low for 6 to 8 hours, but it was already about 11 or 12. So I was already pushing it. So I put it on high because low was just not gonna work on this day. But now I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning up in the living room. And this is an all day, everyday task, especially with small children. I'm always picking something up out of the floor. They love to bring all their toys in the living room. I don't know what it is, but they rather play in the living room or in the little hallway area than in their bedroom. I don't know what that is, but I don't know. But we did have a touch of, well, not a touch. We had the full-blown stomach bug over here a week or so ago, and I am still trying to spray down the whole house to just keep everything nice and disinfected. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. That was the worst. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wipe everything down, get everything nice and dusted, and then I'm going to go in and vacuum and just finish cleaning up in the living room.
I'm looking for a brand new start. I know I got some trouble getting over you. I think that I've played my part. I need to get away somewhere far from you. I'ma buy plane ticket, run away by myself for a minute. I don't have any limits. Ooh, ooh. I'm looking for a place where I can feel alive, where I can let you go and just be for a while. I got you on my mind all the time. Now I'm about, ooh, ooh. I hope I meet somebody who's better than you, that likes me for the things that I say and I do. Somebody who can help me make it through. Now I'm about, ooh, ooh. Plane ticket, plane ticket, plane ticket. You said that I was not enough. You said you could do better than wasting time on me. And I admit it felt so tough. But baby, I guess this is how it's meant to be. I'ma buy plane ticket, run away to LA for a minute. There will be no limits. Ooh, ooh. I'm looking for a place where I can feel alive, where I can let you go and just be for a while. I got you on my mind all the time. Now I'm about, ooh, ooh. I hope I meet somebody who's better than you, that likes me for the things that I say and I do. Somebody who can help me make it through. Now I'm about, ooh, ooh. Plane ticket, plane ticket, plane ticket. A whole new start. I'm gonna get away from it all. A whole new start. I'm gonna get away from it all. I'ma buy plane ticket, run away for a minute. There will be no limits. I'm looking for a place where I can feel alive, where I can let you go and just be for a while. I got you on my mind all the time. Now I'm about, ooh, ooh. I hope I meet somebody who's better than you, that likes me for the things that I say and I do. Somebody who can help me I'm feeling tired of sticking around while you were gone. You don't deny it. You took me for granted for too long. I followed you at the window. I fast for nothing for so long. I picked you up and tried again. It's time for me to go solo.
We are now moving on to my bedroom. I'm going to go ahead and start folding a ton of laundry. What else is new? But first, I wanted to freshen up the bedroom with lighting this candle. It's normally in my kitchen collecting dust. It is salted caramel macchiato and it smells so good. But I'm more into like wax melts or essential oils. I'm not really big into candles. Surprisingly, even though I have like a ton of them around my house collecting dust pretty much. But I figured I would go ahead and just start using them up. They do smell really good. But yeah, like I said, I'm more into wax melts. They just make the whole house smell so good and fresh. But I'm going to go ahead and tackle this laundry. And while I am doing laundry, I believe I was watching Joanna Thornton. I love watching her videos. She doesn't have anything like new within the last few months. But hopefully she'll be back and start sharing more videos pretty soon, I'm hoping. But let me know in the comments, who all do you like to watch on YouTube? I love watching like Kim from the Wads, Amanda from This Crazy Life, and of course Marina from Fearfully Created. I absolutely love her. She is hilarious, and I just love seeing all of the renovations she's done to her trailer. It looks really nice and it's very inspiring to me. I'm hoping to one day kind of update my home as well. But definitely let me know in the comments. You may watch somebody that I've never heard of or watched any of their videos. So I love, finding new people to watch. So definitely let me know in the comments.
Picked you up and tried again. That's why it's hard to understand. Why it's hard to understand. Say what you wanna say. I wanna hear it, but I don't understand why you're feeling so emotional. Do what you have to do. Break the things around you, but I don't understand why you're feeling so emotional. Say what you wanna say. I wanna hear it, but I don't understand why you're feeling so emotional. Do what you have to do. Break the things around you, but I don't understand why you're feeling so emotional. Oh, how it burns. We barely started on every turn. Keep moving further, and all of my broken bones mend with your love. We never learn, we just keep going until it hurts. We keep it rolling, and all of my broken bones mend with your love. And there you go and give it to me, so you get me feeling like I always should be dancing in your arms. And there I go and let you in, and though I know where we have been, I'm always gonna fall for your tricks. Because you give me tough love, and it's just enough love. And I've shielded my scars, counting on a cold heart. I'm in with your love. All of my broken bones, made with your love. All of my broken bones. We've fallen out and we have come back. I've had my doubts, haven't stayed on track.
We are now back in the kitchen, and I'm going to go ahead and finish up with dinner. I'm going to go ahead and take the cube steak out, and then I am going to go ahead and mix together the 8 ounces of sour cream and the 8 ounces of cream cheese. Now with the cream cheese, I didn't leave it out and let it get room temperature, so I went ahead and popped it into the microwave. That way it could, you know, easily mix with the sour cream. I'm gonna mix that really good all together, and then we're gonna add it to the gravy and just once again mix it in really good, and then add in the meat. And I did let it sit there just for a little bit longer, just that way it could all kind of marinate all together a little longer. But it turned out really good. I think I need to tweak it just a little bit, just because, like I said, I didn't add in the onions or the mushrooms. So overall, I do highly recommend it. But now with dinner all said and done, we are outside with the kids.
Okay. Some yellow. Yeah.
Cool hair.
Yeah. It's me. I have rainbow hair.
You have rainbow hair.
You give me tough love and it's just enough love. I'm shielding my scars, counting on a cold heart. Been with your love.
Once we were all finished playing outside, I wanted to take a little bit of time just for myself, have a little me time, go refill the bird feeders because it has been a minute since I have done that, and I wanted to go ahead and take care of that while it was still freshly on my mind. Like I said, it has been a minute since I have refilled the bird feeders, and with the second one, it was wrapped around a tree from the bad storm we had a couple of weeks ago, and there was I got a little scared. There was spider webs in there. I thought there was a spider, but cleaned it out and put in the bird food. But now I'm going to go ahead and tackle some weed eating, and I just wanted to share this just to give you motivation to get your grass cut or weed eat, whatever you got to do. Just know that if I could do it, you can do it as well. And right here I'm just showing how to take out the old string and put in new string in the weed eater, just in case if you don't know, because to be honest, I was not made to weed eat as a kid, so I did not know all the basics with weed eaters. So I just wanted to share, just in case if you need the motivation to tackle it and get it done, just to share how I take the old string out and put in new. It is a little bit of a process trying to get the new string in, well actually to even take the old string out, but I just wanted to share this moment with you just to show you that if I could do it, you can most definitely do it, and you know, you could rock it, get it done. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up weed eating. And the funny thing is, well, it's funny now, but at the moment it was not funny. I had seen one of my neighbors wearing like a face shield while he was weed eating, and I was like, okay, that's a little much. You're just being a little extra there. But right up here around the end of the driveway, it hit me. Literally, it hit me. Something, I don't know what it was. It felt like a rock, to be honest. But something came up and hit me in the face, and it hurt. Obviously, it hurt. But now I'm like, okay, he's on to something. Maybe. I mean, it looks weird, but I was like, yeah, definitely, I need to invest in one of those. But I just wanted to share this clip with you just to give you the motivation to tackle your yard work. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure you give it a big thumbs up. There will be plenty more coming up real soon. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.